God be with me, for I have fallen deeply in love with the Count. I cannot commit the sin of adultery, although I am very young. Shame may consume me, but I must extinguish this burning desire to satisfy my lust for Gualtieri. Yes, I will do it. My good sir, go and fetch the Count for me, for I have very important matters to discuss with him.
My lady, what is the matter?
Ah, Gualtieri, come sit with me here on this sofa.
Why have you summoned me? You look troubled. My lady, please tell me what I can do to dissolve the frown upon your face.
The truth is that because of my husband's absence, I find myself unable to resist the promptings of the flesh and the power of love, which are so irresistible that they will conquer even the strongest men, to say nothing of a frail woman, just as they always have. Living a life of ease, as you can see, with nothing to occupy my time, I've allowed myself to slip and can think of nothing but falling in love and the pleasures of the flesh. If people knew about this, I realize they would consider it dishonorable, but still, as long as it remains hidden, I don't think there's any harm in it, especially since love has been very obliging to me and has not deprived me of my good judgment in choosing a lover.
My lady, you cannot commit the sin of adultery against your husband. He is a good man that I would sooner allow myself to draw and quarter than permit such a harm towards the king's son, whether it be by me or someone else.
So, base knight, this is how my desire is going to be flouted by you? Since you want to be the cause of my death, I'll be the cause of yours, so help me God, or I'll have you driven from the face of the earth. Help! Help! The Count of Antwerp is trying to rape me! Run.
My lady, what is happening?
The Count! He tried to rape me! Go to his home and arrest him at once!
There are two utmost important things you must remember. The first, this misfortune is neither of your faults nor mine. Secondly, if you value your lives, you must discard your identity you had in Paris completely. You mustn't let them know where you came from, nor your real names. Luigi, your new name will be Perotto, and Violante, your new name will be Gianetta.
Yes, Father. We understand, Father. We will do whatever you say in order to stay safe.
Outstanding. Let us move on to London.
Is this child yours?
Yes, this is my daughter. We are from Picardy. We had to flee due to an unfortunate crime committed to my eldest son.
Good sir, if you would be willing to leave this daughter of yours with me, I'd be happy to take her on, for she looks like a very nice child to me. And should she turn out to be an honest woman, I'll arrange a suitable marriage for her at the proper time.
Oh, kind woman, it would be my honor. Please take care of my precious daughter. It pains me to leave her, but she will be better off with you. I will always love you.
Hello, good sir. I'm of the Marshal here in Wales, and he has sent me to ask you a question. The Marshal would like to take your son and make a noble man out of him.
He may. Please tell him to take great care of him. He is my only son, and I love him dearly.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, my son. Good morning, my good knight. I'm a poor man from Picardy with no belongings whatsoever. I have parted with both of my children and I have nothing else to live for. Please, find compassion in your heart and take pity on me, for I ask to work for you here in Strangford.
Of course, you will perform numerous tasks as my servant and work tirelessly throughout the day.
As you wish.
Gianetta, what a marvelous creature you are. How I long to hold you and call you my wife. Alas, I cannot have you, for my parents would never allow me to marry one who is base-born. Therefore, I will long for you in the shadows, for my secret will die with me.
My son, please tell us what is causing you this great discomfort. We will do anything to restore you back to health. The doctors have despaired of saving you, for they cannot find the source of the disease.
There is no cause, dearest mother. I am simply fading away.
Your pulse is weak, lad. Things are not looking bright for you, sadly. Gianetta, can you come back for a minute? Eureka, great lady, my lord, come with me at once. I have found the diagnosis. Your son's health doesn't depend on the remedies of the physicians, but lies in Gianetta's hands. As I've learned from certain unmistakable signs, the young man is burning with love for her, although as far as I can tell, she is unaware of it. But now you yourselves must know what you have to do if you value his life.
My son, I would have never believed you capable of desiring something and keeping it from me, especially when you see yourself wasting away because you can't get what you want. So cast off your shame and fear, and tell me if there's anything I can do to assist you with this love of yours. And if you don't find that I put my heart into it and work everything out for you, then you may consider me the cruelest mother who ever gave birth to a son.
I'll tell you who the girl is, but only on the condition that you will do everything in your power to keep your promise and thus make it possible for me to regain my health.
Yes, of course. Reveal your every wish to me, for I will do everything in my power to grant you that favor.
My lady, I've been reduced to my condition that you see me in because of the exalted beauty and exquisite manners of our Gianetta, and also because of my own inability to make her notice my love for her, let alone make her feel pity for me. Not to mention the fact I've never dared to reveal these feelings to a single person, and unless you can find some way of making good on that promise you've given me, you must rest assured that my days are numbered.
Oh, my son, is this what you've made yourself sick about? Now don't you worry, just leave everything to me and you really are going to get better. Sweet Gianetta, I must ask, do you have a lover who you deem so precious to your heart?
My lady, it's neither expected nor proper for a poor maiden like me, who's been driven out of her home and lives in another service, to be concerned with love.
Well, if you don't have a lover, we'd like to give you one, a man with whom you'll lead a merry life and enjoy your beauty even more. It's just not right for a lovely young lady like you to be without a lover.
My lady, from the moment you took me out of the poverty in which I was living with my father, you have raised me as your daughter, so in return, I really should do whatever you wish. But in this case, not only will I never oblige you, but I think I am right in refusing to do so. If it's your pleasure to present me with a husband, then that's the man I intend to love, and no one else. For the only thing I have left that I've inherited from my ancestors is my honor, and I'm determined to safeguard and preserve it for as long as I live.
Come on, Gianetta, what if His Royal Highness the King, a gallant young knight, wanted to enjoy the love of a very beautiful girl like you? Would you deny it to him?
The king could take me by force, but he would never get my consent unless his intentions were honorable.
Very well, then. My son, as soon as you are well again, you may have your time with Gianetta in the bedroom to persuade her to be your wife. She holds her honor high and will not be forced into something that is against her morals. I cannot be a procuress and solicit a lady in waiting for you. My lord, what shall we do? We must save our son, but we have run into an obstacle much too difficult to conquer.
We must find a compromise. We have Gianetta pretend to love him and marry him for the sake of his health, yet she will not be forced to love him. That way, she can still stick to her morals and not be forced into love.
Although that is disconcerting, I think it may work. Gianetta, we have a proposal for you. Marry our son and receive all the benefits that may follow, but you will not be forced to love him. You may go on with your life as you wish, but please, for the sake of our son, whom we love very much, save his soul and let him take your hand in marriage.
I accept, my lady.
Gianetta, I love you, and you make me the happiest man alive.
Farewell, my lord, for I thank you for taking me in with open arms and raising me as your own. I will not fail you.
Poroto, after hearing advice from those around me, I would be honored if you would be my husband, become the master of everything I have gained through inheritance. I have no family left. You are all that I have now. Please grant me this favor, for I know it would make my father very happy.
I accept, my lady, for it would be my pleasure to be your husband.
My time here is running out. I'm an old, tired man who has worked here for the last 18 years. Oh, how I do miss my children. I wish to see them. I must see what has become of them. Can it be? My son, the new Marshal of Wales, married to a beautiful woman, living a wonderful, sturdy life? Yes.
My poor man, please, come into my house and let me give you something to eat.
Hello, children. What's the matter? Have you never seen an old beggar before?
Children, leave this beggar alone!
Children, if you do not obey your tutor's commandments, you will receive a good spanking.
Please, Mother, we love the poor old man, and he loved us more than our tutor ever did.
Tutor, let the children have their fun. They can continue their lessons later in the day.
Good afternoon, my lord. The children are playing with a poor beggar your son picked up off the streets.
Let them stay with him. God damn them. They're just showing where they come from. Seeing as how they're descended from a tramp on their mother's side, it's no surprise they want to hang out with tramps. Listen here, poor old man. You may stay with us, as the children have taken a liking to you, but only if you agree to become a servant here.
I will work for you, my lord, although I am only trained in taking care of horses.
Very well, then. A horse will be assigned to you in the stables, and you will groom and train it every day from sunrise to sunset.
Thank you, my lord. My lord, there is something you should know. The queen was the one responsible for the banishment of the Count of Antwerp and wishes to have her wrongs righted. He is an innocent man who has been dealt many consequences he did not deserve.
My word! Send out a proclamation at once. Whoever can provide whereabouts of the Count and the children shall be rewarded for each member of the family that is found.
It shall be done, my lord.
Did you hear that the King of France is giving a gigantic reward to those who can bring in the Count of Antwerp and his 2 children?
Is this true? The proclamation of the Count and his children?
Yes, good sir.
My lord, you must arrange a meeting between you, Perotto, the Marshal of Wales, and I. I must show you what the King of France has ordered. Perotto, Giacchetto here is married to your sister, but he never received a dowry from her. Therefore, lest she remain without one, I think that he and he alone should get the great reward the king is offering. What I want him to do is to proclaim that you are the son of the Count of Antwerp, that his wife, Violante, is your sister, and that I myself am your father, the Count of Antwerp.
Oh, my father, I am so happy to see you here.
Oh, my lord! I am sorry! I am sorry for the harsh words I threw at you so carelessly. Please forgive me.
You are forgiven, for you took pity on me and allowed me to play with my grandchildren. You have a good heart, Giacchetto.
I have come to produce the Count and his children, but under one condition. I will receive all 3 rewards.
Yes, take everything away.
Then behold, your majesty, here are the father and the son. The daughter, my wife, is not present, but God willing, you will soon be seeing her.
Servants, bring this man the appropriate clothing of a saint. He shall receive the highest honors as well as his children.
Woo! Giacchetto, take these gifts as tokens of the munificence of his royal majesty, and remember to tell your father that your children, who are his grandchildren as well as mine, are not descended from some tramp on their mother's side.
Yes, my lord. I will send for Gianetta to join us, as well as my mother to rejoice in your return as the Count.
I will send for my wife as well. Rejoice!
God bless us. Glory be upon us.